Hello, 5th grade. I'm glad you're back for another lesson. This is Miss Bowen. Today you're going to need a sheet of paper and you're going to need a pencil. You'll see me using a marker, but that's just so it will show up on tape. Another thing you're going to need today, if you have crayons or if you have coloring pencils, would you please get those out too? I'm hoping that you have these supplies at home and that you can add this to today's assignment. If for some reason you don't, it will be okay. But if you have them, it would really, I think, benefit you today. So pause the video if you do have those and you want to go round those up right now. Otherwise, let's get going. I need you up here in the upper right hand corner to put your name. You'll see that I'm putting mine. You put yours. Okay, underneath that, I need you to put AT if you're an Austin Tracy student. I need you to put TH if you are a Temple Hill student. Okay, below that, you're going to put a 5 because you are 5th graders. Now, we're still working on line, so we're going to write the word line. That's our learning intention at the top. And you're going to need to take notes again. And you're like, Miss Bowen, we've already done this once. Why are we doing it twice? Well, research shows if you say it, draw it, and write it out, it sticks in your brain. So we're going to do it twice to try to help you out on knowing about line. So you can just go over the little red line that's on your lined paper. Do it like that. That is a vertical line. Let's write the word vertical out here. Remember, if I'm going too fast, pause the video. Then we've got this kind of line. You can just trace over the blue one that's on your paper. What kind of line is that? Horizontal. All right, the next kind of line are the ones that go sideways. We call those diagonal. Then we have the ones that cross over each other. Do you remember what those are called when they go over top of each other? Intersecting. All right, the next set are the ones that form the square edges. Do you remember what those are called? Like the number 7 or an upside down T or a T. They make the square edges in them that are 90-degree angles. They're called perpendicular. They're also 90 degrees and they're called right angles. And then there's one more that we didn't do when we drew the ship. That one is where we have two lines that run side by side, but they never overlap each other. Those are called parallel lines. Now, if you can remember these, this will not only help you in art, but it's also going to help you in your math classes, okay? So there's a dual purpose here for that. I know it's aggravating. You're like, why am I having to write this down twice? It will help you, I promise. Okay? So today we're learning about line. In order to be successful, we've got to be able to draw and identify vertical, horizontal, diagonal, intersecting, perpendicular, those are right 90-degree angles, and parallel lines. So today, because we're getting into the fall of the season, it's September now, we're going to do a fall tree line. So let's go down here and draw us a big, long horizontal line for our landscape line. And we're going to put 11 vertical lines down through here. Okay, so let's count them. And they're going to be different heights. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And let's make them meet this line down here. Okay, let's make sure I got this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 lines. Okay? Now let's evaluate what we've done so far. Have we drawn any vertical lines? Well, we just drew 11 of them. I think we've met that criteria. Let's check that off as successful. Have we drawn any horizontal lines? Yes, the big long one right here, that's our landscape. So let's check that off. Let's jump down here. Are there any perpendicular lines? Everywhere that a vertical meets a horizontal is a 90-degree angle. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yes, I know. We could have done 11 times 2. Mr. Davis at Austin Tracy would have been a lot happier with us and Miss Depp at Temple Hill if we had just done 11 times 2 is 22. Okay? So we've got that perpendicular down. Let's put a check there. What about parallel? We'll take a look. These lines are all going in the same direction the trunks of the trees are. They're never going to run over each other. The trunks aren't. So they are parallel. We're successful at that too. So all we're lacking are diagonal lines and intersecting lines. So let's go in here and let's put some diagonal lines that are going to be our tree branches. I'm going to put at least 2 on every tree. Remember, if I'm going too fast, what do? Pause the video. All right, I've got 2 on every single tree. So, diagonal lines, we got that covered. 2 times 11, we're at 22 again, remember? Now, we've got intersecting lines. What are we going to do there? How can we make that happen? What about if we just have some of these tree branches that are crossing each other? You know, when trees are out in the wild, a lot of times the branches do cross each other. So let's just find 2 places we want our tree branches to cross, okay? How about right here? We'll make this little one come up into that one, like that. Those crossed. And let's make this one cross into that one so that we definitely have the X that sticks out to us. So, we met that criteria. Now, the reason I told you we've been successful, we've drawn this, but this is not pretty by any means. That's why I said if you have crayons or if you have coloring pencils, go get them. It'll just make it look nicer. Let's think about the fall colors that we see. There's going to be some trees pretty soon that when we look at them, we think red. So let's just do some curvy lines here that are red. Let's color those in. Think of clouds. Just think of doing a basic cloud shape around your lines that you drew. Okay. I'm going to make 3 red trees. I'm just going to pick out 3. You pick out 3 and do your 3 and no problem. And it's okay if they overlap with the other trees. Remember, we have some branches that are intersecting one another, overlapping. All right, so there's red. I'm going to pull out a yellow. And I'm going to pick a couple of yellow trees here I'm going to make. I hope that shows up on camera. It may not. Hey, not bad. Now, what happens when yellow and red meet? Please tell me you know from when you were smaller and I had you and we studied color. Yellow and red make orange. So let's do another yellow right here. And let's pull the red out again just to see if it happens or not. That's kind of cool. I like how those were meeting each other, where they overlapped. Now I'm actually going to pull out an orange so I get a really vibrant color. I'm going to make this one really nice and orange. And maybe over here. All right, sometimes we still have green trees. We have the evergreens that are out there that aren't going to change. Let's throw a green in here. Be careful though, because if my green gets on my yellow, what color is this tree going to turn into? He's going to turn into a blue tree. We don't want a blue tree in our fall forest. Should have thought about that before I put the green next to the yellow now, shouldn't I? All right, sometimes they just dry up. If we have a year we haven't had much rain, that's not been this year. This year's had plenty of rain. Let's throw a brown tree in there. What else can we do fall color-wise? Let's see. I bet there's a burgundy in this box. There he is. We'll pull a burgundy out just so it'll be a different shade of red. Oh, that's kind of purpley, but whatever. There are some purple trees, the little ornamental trees look more purple. All right, that's a pretty good looking fall skyline there. Just simply working with line, identifying these, and creating a fall tree line. It's actually really pretty. And if you want to be really creative, you might want to come down in here and make some of these. Let me grab an orange. There might be some leaves that have fallen on the ground. That's okay too. We know that happens. I'll let you be creative and do that yourself. Here's your assignment. On the back of this paper, I want you to turn the paper horizontal. Now right now it's vertical. It's like this. I want you to turn it this way. Okay, this is landscape, also horizontal. Okay, and I want you to draw your line down through here and then do your 11 vertical lines and make me huge trees so that you have a bigger space than what we did right here. Okay, so yours will be really, really tall and take up the back side of your paper. If you have crayons and coloring pencils, please color them for me. It'll look really colorful. If you don't, I'm not going to penalize you for that, okay? We're all just doing the best we can right now, so no big deal. At least you could get the trunks drawn in for me. The ways you turn it in, you take a picture of the front and the back and email it to me here on the Google Classroom. You'll see my email address. If that doesn't work for you, then you know you can collect all 7. You will have 7 total assignments. Collect all 7. Put them in the drop box out in front of the schools. There's boxes in front of both schools right now. So I hope you enjoyed this. I cannot wait to see your fall tree line. Have a good day.